Well, folks, we have redone the 2020 draft, the 2021 draft, and the 2022 draft. Now we're on to redoing last year's draft. Now I realize this may be a little too soon to redo this draft because, some of these guys are still on the team and they need more than one season to prove themselves. But what would we do if we were in charge of the draft from last year? Let's get to it. Folks, my name is Greg Sykes. I am your host here on the Washington Football Maniacs. If you're new here, basically this channel is dedicated to news and commentary for the Washington Commanders. If you're new, but if you're also down with that, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. When you do, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any other video releases. Folks, if you also want to support this channel, you can do so by becoming channel members. Become maniacs with us. Come on. It's fun being a maniac. As well, if you want to support this channel, why don't you visit our partners here. Our partner is called Mint Mobile. It can save you a lot of money on your wireless cell phone bill. Check it out. Have you ever thought to yourself, why in the is my wireless cell phone bill so high? What are you paying all of that money for? Well, at Mint Mobile, you can get all of those features for a fraction of the cost. They are built on the nation's largest 5G network, and they keep their costs low because they directly sell to you. Switching to Mint Mobile is so easy. It took me less than 15 minutes using Mint Mobile's eSIMs card. And if you don't have an eSIMs card with your cell phone, just get in touch with Mint Mobile and they'll send you a SIMs card through the mail absolutely free. Big Wireless wants you to think that they are the only game in town, but let's send them packing. Switch to Mint Mobile today. Go to our link down at the bottom in the description. Try mintmobile.com/maniacs to get started today. And get this special offer for new customers. Get any plan on Mint Mobile for $15 a month. That's right, $15 a month for any plan on Mint Mobile, but you gotta act now. Now let's get back into the podcast. $15 a month for unlimited everything and a wireless bill, that's unheard of. You should go and check Mint Mobile out. I'm telling you, their service is just as good as anybody else's. Check them out. Link is, of course, in the description, but we're talking about the 2023 draft. Now, let's go back and kind of, revisit who we drafted last year. And I am going to do that just a second. Let me share my screen here. Oh, yes. Here we go. So, the 2023 draft, the last year of Ron Rivera drafting for the Washington Commanders. How did he do? Well, first round, if you ask Brandon Scott, he's going to tell you this was a mistake, drafting Emmanuel Forbes. This was not who a lot of us were thinking that the Washington Commanders were going to draft. But this is who the Washington Commanders drafted in the first round. Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback out of Mississippi State. Second round, Jartavius Martin. Third round, Ricky Stromberg, center. Fourth round, Braden Daniels, which we have not seen at all. Fifth round, KJ Henry, edge, which honestly really played well when he got the opportunity. I really like KJ Henry. Round 6, of course, I also like Chris Rodriguez Jr. He had some quality minutes for the Washington Commanders. Very good quality minutes. And then rounding out that year, last year's draft, Andre Jones, edge. Really didn't see a lot from Andre Jones. But there you go, folks. That is last year's draft. So what we're going to do is we are going to go through a mock draft from 2023, and we're going to see if the Washington Football Maniacs can do a better job of drafting than what Ron Rivera and company did. You think we can do it? Let's have some fun here. Okay, so I'm going to go with the fast draft. Of course, we're drafting all 7 rounds. It's going to be the Washington Commanders. We're entering the draft room. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're starting this all, folks. Here we go. We're drafting at number 16. And already the Cincinnati Bengals want to trade with us. We're going to reject their trade offer. We're also going to reject the Ravens because I like my first round draft picks. So at 16, Peter Skoronsky, who is an offensive tackle, is a suggestion. Now, we've drafted some offensive tackles in our previous drafts. You want to check out those videos. But should we draft Skoronsky at number 12, or should we draft B.J. Robinson, a running back? Just keep in mind, we may or may not wind up being able to draft Chris Rodriguez later on. So what are we going to do? Again, as you folks know, you know that I love the unsexy picks. So I am going to pick the offensive tackle. And I'm moving on to the 47th pick. Moving on to the second round, folks. I don't want any future picks at this point. So I'm going to stick with 47. And who do we got now? Keep in mind, we drafted, as far as quarterback, we drafted Joe Burrow in the 2020 draft. And later on, last year's draft, we drafted Bailey Zappi. So we're not going to draft another quarterback. And we drafted a lot of corners at this point as well. So what are our suggestions? We drafted a lot of inside-outside linebackers too, which is kind of funny. I feel like we have such a myriad of linebackers at this point. I really don't want to draft any other linebackers. So honestly, who am I going to draft? I'm going to go corner. I don't think you can ever have enough good corners. Maybe some of these guys, you can put them into the slot. So, there you go. So far, A pluses. Ooh, a lot of draft picks for this. Just to move up 2 spaces. I think I'm accepting this one. No. No. Okay. So now we got safety, another cornerback, running back. Oh, Tank Bigsby, Tyler Scott. Oh, an edge. I'm drafting an edge. Not a bad pick, I don't think. And no, sticking with this pick. I'm going with another linebacker, folks. I don't think you can have too many linebackers either. Nick Hilberg. No future picks. No. No. Okay. Running back, Chase Brown. We got linebackers, cornerbacks, defensive line. I am going to, we got a quarterback as a suggestion. 2 running backs as, okay. I am going to pick Chase Brown. And then we're going to pick at 164, because I don't want to bore you with continuing trading down. Wide receiver, Parker Washington. Tight end, Britton Strange. Another wide receiver. 3 wide receivers. We're going with Michael Wilson from Stanford, because Stanford usually runs a pro offense, and that's my choice. Ooh. Should I do it? Should I do it? This is just going to make this video even longer. So there you go. I like picking up extra draft picks, especially in the latter rounds, because you're getting some quality here, at least some depth. Terrell Smith, Jalen Raymond, a linebacker. I like being able to get stockpile safeties. Ooh, I'm going to do this pick as well. I'm getting like a crap load of picks. I don't think I need to draft a quarterback. I think we're good with quarterback. I'm going with the defensive line. We're back again. I'm going with offensive tackle. Yes. It's B+, but it's okay. We're back again, folks. Jake Moody, kicker. Ronnie Bell, wide receiver. Why not tight end? I like competition. What can I say? Oh, we are back. Nobody that they're really. Oh yeah, they are suggesting some of these guys. There's Chris Rodriguez. You know I got to do it. Why not? We're drafting 2 running backs. He's a B+ draft, but you know what? He's turned out to be pretty good for us. So I like Chris Rodriguez. I did like that pick. Wide receiver, Bryce Ford Wheaton. A kicker. You know what? We're drafting the kicker because it looks like that Dan Quinn and company might be kicking our kicker to the curb. Trey Tucker, Jose Ramirez, another running back. I can't draft 3 running backs in a draft. Come on. But then again, I'm Jose Rodriguez. Why not? Golly. I need to go back and watch my other videos so I can see like how many edges and how many linebackers, and I mean, you know, sooner you're going to hit on one of these guys, right? Offensive tackle. See, I'm always big on drafting offensive tackles and corners for some reason. I'm going with a safety again. Yes, I'm going with safety. It's a B+. I'm probably not going to do as well in this draft as I did in previous drafts. Wow, so many inside-outside linebackers to choose from. John Gaines. We're going to go with John Gaines. Oh, we're back again. Golly. I'm going with wide receiver. Guess what? We're back again. And is there any suggestions left for us? I think they're like, just pick somebody. Okay, you know what? I am just going to pick another defensive line guy. So here we are. We had 1 million picks in this draft. We started off with Peter Skoronski, offensive tackle. We went with DJ Turner, cornerback. And then later on, we went with Zach Harrison, edge. Nick Hilberg, linebacker. Chase Brown, running back. Michael Wilson, wide receiver. Daniel Scott, safety. Jalen Raymond, defensive lineman. Warren McClendon, offensive tackle as well. Payne Durham, tight end. Chris Rodriguez, man, running back. Love him. Jake Moody, kicker. Jose Ramirez at edge. Ronnie Hickman at safety. John Gaines, inside-outside linebacker. Jalen Cropper, wide receiver. And Cameron Young, another defensive lineman. So there you go, folks. That is the 2023 draft. How did the Washington Football Maniacs do? Do you give us an F, D, C, B, A? What do you give us, folks? Come on, let me hear it. I don't know why this one was so much more difficult, but hey, I picked up a bunch of draft picks. I think when I had like 6 or 7, and I like almost tripled that amount. So, or at least I doubled it. So, more camp bodies, right? I think that's always a good thing. So, if you like this video, please give it a like, give it a share. Let me know exactly how it did with this draft. With that said, I will see you in the next one, folks. Take care.